Namaste, my friends. Let's begin practice today in a mini Shavasana, a nice, thoughtful way to begin practice, to come to practice. Everything you do in your flow today, in your asana, is all about being kind to yourself, being thoughtful, honoring the body, being gentle. Yes, you will flow into powerful poses, you will balance, you will find strength, clarity of mind. You will unite your body, your mind, and your spirit, but all with the intention of being thoughtful, being compassionate, having gratitude for all that you are. Once you're attuned to the kindness within, it's so much easier to share that feeling with others. It becomes a practice. It becomes a daily way of life. So lie on your back, let the earth receive you. Begin in stillness. Begin in quiet. Soften the body to the earth. Allow yourself to receive all the goodness from the universe. Connect to the breath. Feel the prana move through the body. A gentle inhale, a gentle exhale. Let yourself be nourished and filled up. Allow each breath to move to all places of your body that may feel blocked, that may feel tight. And with each exhale, expel and release all that no longer serves you today. Focus your practice, your asana, on thoughtfulness, on kindness, compassion and gratitude. Let your intention today be filled with kindness. Let yourself always remember the goodness within. Once you see the goodness and can connect to the goodness within, it's so easy to see that quality in others. Find clarity of mind. Find peacefulness. Find repose as you rest. Prepare to release a little bit more and let go. A gentle inhale and a gentle exhale. Feeling the prana moving through your body. Receiving goodness, receiving kindness, all while laying still on your mat. Begin to release and find some movement in your body as you hug your knees in towards your chest, rocking from right to left, massaging the sacrum. Circling your knees in one direction, and then circling your knees in the opposite direction, warming up the hinged joints of the knees. Hug the knees in. Release your left leg long, interlace your fingertips behind your right leg, and begin to lift and lower your right leg, finding movement in all your muscles, your calf, your thighs, your hamstrings. A gentle awakening of the body. Leg is straight and begin to point and flex the toes. And then circle the ankle in one direction and begin to circle the ankle in the opposite. all with kindness, all with thoughtfulness. Hug the knees in again, and this time release the right leg long on the mat. Interlace your fingertips behind the left thigh and begin to lift and lower. Finding movement, warming the muscles in the left leg. Keep the left leg extended and begin the point and the flex in your toes. Letting the ligaments, the small bones in your foot awaken. And then the ankle circles in one direction and the ankle circles in the opposite. Hug both knees in towards the belly. And then if it's part of your practice, spinal rock, massaging the back. If not, you can just roll to the side and come up to a seated position. Sit in a Sukhasana with your legs crossed if that's comfortable for you. You can always sit on the edge of a blanket. Situate yourself. Move your hands in front of your heart center and just be aware of the present moment. Be thankful. Be thoughtful to how you're feeling right now, right in this safe place, your sacred space. Let your arms inhale overhead and move your hands into prayer position right in front of your heart. Receive your right leg and your arm and just cradle it across the chest. Hold on to the sole of your foot and your knee, beginning to open and warm the thighs, the hips. And do the same with the opposite leg. Cradle your leg across the chest. A gentle awakening, a gentle opening of the hips and thighs. Both feet release to the earth and then prepare to move into a table position. Inhale and exhale, cat dog. Inhaling, releasing, just feeling that gentle awakening of the spine. If you have a blanket or some type of padding, move it over towards your mat right now. Step your right leg between your hands. Place the blanket underneath your left knee so that your knee does not complain. Feel a deep stretch in that extended leg. Slide the shoulders down the back. Soften the shoulders as you inhale and lift your arms overhead into a gentle back bend. Feel the stretch in your thighs and your hips. Feel also a nice stretch in that back leg. Allow yourself to open your heart to receive, and then release and let go. Move your right leg behind you. Release the spine with a few simple cat dog movements. Inhaling and exhaling. And then come to a neutral position. Move the blanket or the cushion, whatever you may have, and place it underneath your opposite leg. Step your left leg through in between your arms. Position your foot. Position the blanket underneath your extended back leg. And then slowly come up, softening the shoulders, feeling them slide down your back. Palms facing each other, a gentle gaze towards the sky as you open your chest, receiving, being kind to yourself, being thoughtful. And then releasing to the earth, left knee moves back towards the right. Remove any props, just keep them nearby. Sit up. Extend your legs long in front of you, soles of your feet on the mat, and prepare for a seated Navasana, a seated boat pose. Engage the belly, navel towards spine, legs extended, arms reaching towards the front of the mat. Gaze, feel the strength and power of this pose. Hug the knees in, just fold forward for a moment, releasing any tension. And then try it again. You can begin by placing your fingertips behind the backs of your knees, and then see if you can extend your legs, extend your arms. Engage the belly, navel towards spine, and gaze over towards your toes, towards the front of your mat. Perhaps you can hold this pose a little bit longer the second time. Release, hug the knees in. Return to a table position. Move your palm prints up, hover your knees, tuck your toes, and come up into a downward facing dog. Your first Adho Mukha Shavasana. Coming up on your toes, walking your dog, pedaling if necessary, right to left. Feeling the length in your spine, fingertips pressed into the earth. And inhale and extend your right leg towards the sky, three-legged dog. Walk your dog again. And do the same with the left leg. Inhale it behind you, three-legged dog. Toes walk up towards the front of the mat. And hang in an Uttanasana, a forward fold for a moment. If there's any discomfort, you can crisscross your arms, bend your knees, ragdoll. If not, hands along the side of your feet. Let your head hang with ease. Release. Let go. Bend your knees, circle the sun, and come up. Thoughtfulness, kindness to yourself. And prepare for your next pose. A balancing posture, the tree pose. Tip the toes on your right foot and let your sole of your foot come up towards your left thigh. You can keep your hands in front of your heart, or you can extend them out. Gyan Mudra. Fingertips, thumb, and index finger touching. Slowly release. Gaze point in front of you. And release your right leg and prepare for tree pose on the opposite leg. Begin by tipping the toes on the left leg, moving the sole of your left foot towards the right thigh, pressing it in firmly, beginning with prayer hands, and then releasing your arms alongside the body. Gyan Mudra, Dristi point and gaze in front of you, belly towards spine, and then releasing, letting the energy flow to the heart center. If you have some blocks, you can prepare for a balancing half moon pose. It's often nice to do this pose, this posture, against a wall. It helps support you. It provides a little bit of stability. Your right arm is on a block. You gaze up towards your left arm, and your left leg is extended along the wall. An opening of the chest, all with kindness, thoughtfulness, and support of the block. Release and prepare for the balancing half moon on the opposite side. Again, find your block, move it towards the wall for stability, to help you with your balance. Press your left arm on the block, your left leg against the wall, and lift your right leg. Gaze up towards your right arm. And just gently graze against the wall. There may be a time where you don't need the support of the wall at all. Take a few breaths, open the heart, receive, and then release. Come down, bend the knees, be kind to yourself, be thoughtful to yourself. Inhale the arms overhead. Swan dive down, Uttanasana, the forward fold. Gently come up for a half lift, straightening the spine, gazing over the front of your mat. And then release the left leg back, the right leg back. Downward facing dog. Long spine, palms pressed into the earth. Lift your right leg. Bend your right leg and look underneath your right shoulder. Open the hips a little bit more. And then walk the right leg through, step it through. And slowly come up. Warrior One. Veerabhadrasana One. Press into the forward leg, knee in line with the ankle, toes lifted on the back leg. Palms facing each other, engagement of the belly. Hands release in front of the heart center, prayer hands. Press down into the earth. Move your right leg back to meet the left, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg on an inhale, and then bend the left knee, gaze underneath the left shoulder, open the hips. Extend your left leg, move it and bring it through towards the front of your mat in between your hands. Press into the earth, and when you're ready, slowly rise up. Veerabhadrasana One, Warrior One. Pressing into the earth, knee in line with your ankle, toes lifted on the back leg. Hands release in front of the heart center. Pivot, come down to the earth. Release your head, let it move as close to the mat as is comfortable for you. Stretch the legs from right to left. Take a few breaths, release and let go. And then cartwheel over to the front of your mat. Right leg meets left, downward facing dog. Press into the earth. Your body should feel a little bit more stretched out at this point as you walk your toes towards your hands and come up. Hands in front of your heart center. Connecting to the breath, and then it opening to Warrior Two, Veerabhadrasana Two. Hands extended across the heart center. Knee in line with your ankle, forward knee bent. All four corners of your back foot pressed into the earth. And then release. Right arm on your forward leg for your lateral angle. Arm over your head. Straighten the forward leg and release to Proud Warrior. Flow and dance and move into your lateral angle again. And then lift. And one more time, release to Proud Warrior. Extend your arms from the heart center, Veerabhadrasana 2. Notice how the body is feeling. Notice how you're feeling at this moment. Return to a forward fold. Release and breathe and stretch the legs from right to left. Let your head hang softly and loose. And then pivot. Left leg meets right. Downward facing dog. Toes walk to the front of the mat. Hang for a moment in your forward fold and then bend the knees and come up to a standing position. Notice and feel. Connect with the breath and with the present moment. Open to your Warrior Two, your Veerabhadrasana 2. Your left leg is forward now. Your knee is in line with your ankles. Arms extended across your heart center. Right arm overhead, left arm on your thigh for lateral angle. Release. Right arm behind you, left arm overhead. And one more time, flow into your lateral angle. right arm over your head, and then release. Your left arm over your head, your right arm behind you. Warrior two, feel the strength, feel the power. Feel the energy that your body creates. And then release to your downward facing dog. Left leg and right leg release to the earth and come into a tight child pose. Let your arms circle behind you towards the soles of your feet. Inhale and feel the ribs open and expand. And as you exhale, feel your buttocks move towards the soles of your feet. A gentle inhale and an exhale, a moment of respite, a moment of release, a moment of stillness, connecting body to breath, connecting mind with spirit. Slowly come up, and for a moment move your legs into a diamond position. They don't have to be so close to your groin area. As you prepare for a deer pose, let your right leg swing behind you. A nice way to open and rotate the hips. Keep both sits bones connected to the earth. And then you can just twist to the right and gaze over your right shoulder. A nice gentle hip opening. Finding the breath, feeling the connection to the earth. And then release. Let the right leg swing back in front of you. Move into a diamond position for just a moment. And then allow the left leg to swing behind you. Again, find your connection with the earth. Move your right foot away from the groin. Keep the spine erect. And then twist and gaze over your left shoulder. Notice the difference from the right to the left. See where there may be an imbalance in your body, something that you want to work on in your next practice. Still being kind to yourself, still being thoughtful. And then releasing, coming into diamond pose just for a moment. Gathering the legs together, extending them long in front of you. If you have a strap, just keep it handy nearby. As we move into Paschimottanasana, the forward fold, you can place a blanket under the backs of your knees for support. Or if you have a strap or a tie, you can place it around the soles of your feet to help your spine release and stretch a little bit more. If you need none of the props, just on an inhale, let your arms come up alongside your ears, palms facing each other, and then begin to release the spine long, stretching and releasing towards the soles of your feet. Your hands can release on the soles of your feet, or you can take a block and release your forearms on the block. Whatever is comfortable, whatever feels right for today's practice. Lengthen the spine, reach the crown forward, holding onto the soles of your feet, your toes, or resting your arms on a block. And if there's no back issues, no disc issues, no herniated discs, I invite you to round. Letting the spine take a different shape. Releasing, connecting to the breath. Letting go. Calming the mind, calming the body. As you're ready to release, lengthen the spine, arms alongside ears, engagement of the belly, and come up. Arms release to the earth. Notice and feel. Keep a block handy if you have, or a stack of books, And slowly, mindfully, with grace, come down to the back, on your back on the mat. You can place the block under your sacrum on the low side or the medium side. I'll use the medium side and find the spot that's just right, that feels comfortable. As you move into a supported bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana, walk the soles of your feet towards the buttocks, slightly tuck the chin, let the block do the work as your arms release alongside your body. As you open the heart center and receive, feeling the goodness of the universe, allowing the breath to carry you into this pose, feeling kind, being thoughtful, being gentle to yourself, feeling safe in your sacred space. Let the breath be your teacher. Let the breath be your guide. Slowly remove the block and come down to the earth, vertebrae by vertebrae. Hug the knees in, massage the sacrum from right to left. And then extend the legs towards the sky. As you move into a legs up the wall pose, nurturing the body, calming the nervous system, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, keeping you peaceful, letting the breath move through your body with ease, with comfort, with thoughtfulness. Letting yourself turn inward, releasing and letting go. Hug the knees in and then release the right leg and the left leg long as you prepare for your final pose, your Shavasana. Allow yourself to settle into the earth, to once again find stillness like you did in the beginning of your practice. Shoulders moving away from the ears, softening the breath, softening all the facial muscles, the eyes, the scalp, slightly tucking the chin, being aware of the moment, but letting your mind soften, all the thoughts in your mind soften. The breath quiets, the mind chatter ceases. The earth receives you as you settle, as you let go, as you arrive in the here and now. Deepen the breath now and slowly awaken from your Shavasana. Find a gentle stretch if that feels right for your body. Place the soles of your feet on the mat and then roll to your favorite side, resting in a fetal position. Giving thanks to yourself for honoring your body, coming to practice, and realizing just how necessary it is to be thoughtful to yourself and how easy it is to share your thoughtfulness with those in your inner circle. Press the earth away as you come up to a seated position. And join me in the universal sound of Om. 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 Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.